Hello guys and welcome back to another video. First things first, Happy New Year. And second of all, I hope you guys had a lovely Christmas break. Or if you're not Christian or Catholic and you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a nice winter break. Be that from work, be that from school. Do what you gotta do. But yeah, today's some Tarkov Arena. And the reason I play Tarkov Arena is I am a Timmy in Tarkov, I guess you can say. I wouldn't say maybe a Timmy. I think I've got something like 400 hours on Tarkov across 3 wipes. Which when you think about it isn't a lot because I got smoked there. I had to stop my sentence. Thinking about it in total, the game's been out for like 3 or 4 years, I think it is this point now. So 4 hours, 400 hours compared to what other people are raking in right now is, you know, pennies on the dime compared to what everyone else is rolling around in. And I do own the Edge of Darkness, or the Rizzy edition as they call it now, which gives me access to Arena completely for free. No, I didn't flog out 120 quid instantly. I was upgrading my game during the 2022 Christmas break, then I guess winter break, for the New Year sale. I upgraded then from the standard edition to the, I think it's just the limited edition. It's the middle one. I don't remember what it's called. And then 6 months later, I was given an opportunity to get the Edge of Darkness or the Rizzy edition for like 35 euros or something like that. So I basically bought it because, you know, I might as well. We knew Arena was coming out and it did say you get Arena access as well. So I was like, hey, screw it. You know, what's the point of me spending another £35 on the game when I can get access to Arena as well as a bunch of extra stuff for Tarkov itself. Now, let's go into the mechanics of this game. So for people that don't know, Tarkov is... I got smoked. Tarkov is basically a milsim themed RPG extraction based shooter, which is incredibly fun. You get something between half an hour to 45 minutes on a raid timer, depending on the map. I believe Streets of Tarkov is an hour. Teammates are being super cool. They're saying nice 3k. Unfortunately, I do get whooped in that previous round. And yeah, basically back to the Tarkov stuff. You have a raid timer. You basically go in, you take guns, ammo, HP, heals, like, well, you have a base HP of 440, along with any armor that you're rocking. Obviously, better armor means better protection against bullets. Unfortunately, there are certain bullets that absolutely chunk through your armor, regardless of what the fuck you're using. And I'm looking at the 338 Lapua AP round. That shit hurts. I've been hit by them a couple of times at late wipe. Also, I get fucking smoked here, bro. The kid has no clue where he's shooting, but he fucking smokes me anyway. Fairs, GG, I'm not even mad. I got Tarkoved. That's what you call it now. You get Tarkoved. But yeah, back to the Tarkov mechanics. Base HP of 440, as well as any armor that you're rocking. Right now, in the arena gameplay that I'm rocking in the background, that is a tier 2 armor vest. So I'm getting something like protection for most small caliber rounds, as well as flesh based larger calibers. Shotguns, however, will absolutely chunk me, and majority of other stuff will also chunk me, including flechette rounds, which I don't think anyone had in this specific match. If they did, I would have been absolutely stonked out of my brain, because one of those would just eat through all of my armor and then insta kill me for blunt damage, by the way, because it's flechettes and they hurt. So the way it works in the arena is you get given a bunch of presets, which I'll be showing at the end there, just a quick kind of scroll through all the presets. Basically, those presets have a monetary value, and every player starts with 1.5 million rubles, but I believe during the Christmas period, if you logged into Arena, you was given an extra 1 million rubles, which is very nice. And now I have something like almost 3 million rubles in terms of like buying guns and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my KD is quite shit in this. I do have like a 0.99 KD. Like, I'm just under a 1 KD. It's very frustrating. And it is what it is, though. Can't really do much about it. But with the heals here and the heavy bleeds, the way it's designed is you have enough HP on them to stop 1 to 2 light bleeds on the AFAC. But then obviously, you know, I've got a cloak, so I have an opportunity to stop 2 heavy bleeds. But again, 2 heavies and 1 light, I'm probably dead anyway. So it isn't too much of a difference, to be honest. Not enough to... Also, remember to switch to a pistol. It's quicker than reloading. That's why you do that. Gaz was right all along. Yes, I did shoot him in the head after that. It was toxic. But what, did it need to be done? Yes. I mean, I just pulled out my pistol and killed him. Shouldn't have happened, mate. But back to the Tarkov stuff. Most of the time, 2 heavies and a light bleed is enough to chunk you. So that kind of makes sense. I don't really have an issue with it. You can pick up heals along with guns off of other dead bodies. Be that teammate dead bodies or off of bodies from enemy combatants from the other team, from basically from blue team. Which is nice. There are certain things you can't loot, and I think it's the stings. I'm not 100% sure. There are certain things that you can and can't loot, which is fair, to be honest. There also is a sniper that randomly spawns. I don't know if I whiffed there over his shoulder or his armor just ate it, but then I look at it and look, 234 HP. His armor ate all the bullets, basically. Not much I can really do there. I mean, there's not much I can really say about this game apart from the fact that it's fun. It does use the same Tarkov patch of 0.14, which is the new and improved recoil, which, to be honest, basically means you can laser people relatively easy. You have a little bit of a gun kick on the first couple of rounds, and then it steadies off, so you can pretty much just let it rip on most guns. With regards to the armor redos, it is very realistic. Like, your plate carrier only has front and back. Very rarely does it have anything on the sides. So, you know, eating a bullet to the side of your thorax or to the side of your chest makes sense. That it will just 2-tap you and you are dead. That kind of makes sense. It's all flesh. There's nothing else more than that. So that is quite nice. And that is in arena now. That was a stupid mistake from me. I don't know why I did that. I realistically should have just slapped myself on the floor and started putting bullets in him. But this guy though sent me to the bloody shops. I'm not even mad about that. I got straight up outplayed. He sent me to the shops. It is what it is. But again, you know, he's got more time in the game. He's got a better setup than me, better preset. The preset costs more money, so he's obviously putting more at risk every match. But as a general, it feels pretty good. Put more time in the game, you get better access to presets. Obviously, you know, you win, you get more XP, you lose, you still gain XP, but I think it's like close to 4.5k compared to a win, which is 6k. Also, that XP feeds in, you know, not only into your levels, but also into unlocking more presets. So this specific preset is part of the scout kits. The first kit that you get to, the first kit that I was using, rather I should say, is the Kedar. Just shooting at legs, just legs, all for flesh. They didn't really care about headshots. I was going all for flesh kills. SP8 rounds, just fleshy boys, you know, no armor on their legs, so you gotta use it to your advantage. One thing I do find really cool is the amount of bullets that I'm hearing right now. Like everywhere. Like it is well and truly like Tarkov, 10 man all beefing at the same time, but it is 5v5 and it is really, really fun in that factor. The only thing I'm kind of struggling with is one, the desync, which is a Tarkov thing. We all know about that. Desync is a thing for Tarkov and you can't really do anything about it. But then also the audio is still a bit meh, which is this instance coming up in a second. I do kind of keep my head and get the chance to dodge away from it. But then this instance here, I'm not too sure if I was just not paying attention or what, but basically this kid just comes up behind me and just puts me down. Like, I don't hear any footsteps. Like, he is slow walking, which I understand, but then here he speeds up. Like, I should be hearing that, but there's nothing. I don't know if it's, you know, Oculus audio or whatever they're using for this. I know that normal Tarkov uses Oculus audio, but I'm not too sure about Arena. It could be occlusion based issues, but I'm not 100% sure in terms of how they're mapping occlusion. Guys are obviously going mad in the chat again. VoIP isn't, what's the word to this? VoIP isn't as fun as you want it to be, not in Europe. If you play on NA servers, VoIP is cool. EU servers, the guys are just racist, and unfortunately you can't report VoIP in that way because it just doesn't work. It will just basically look at everyone in the game. You can't report specific people for VoIP, which I kind of get that, you know, fair enough. Here I'm just being an idiot and challing for everything in my possible heart's content. Which is stupid of me because I make a really silly mistake here like that. Far too late response. I'm getting absolutely whooped by that kid now. I'm gonna have to use one of my heals to bleed, but also because I am bleeding and losing my arm, my bullets are all over the place. That was so stupid of me. And then this is even worse from me. What you're about to see now is very dumb of me. I don't understand why I done it, but I done it, and yeah, it sucks. And the reason that it sucks is because you get a XP penalty as well as a ruble penalty, and this is, I mean, a great shot. Like, I snapped to his chest and tracked that bitch, but unfortunately I did lose money for that as well as XP. Which kind of sucks. I'm now down to a 1v1, I'm pretty sure. I am low in HP, and yeah, I get absolutely slammed. And that's unfortunately the end of the match. It does go quite quickly. It is a first to 5 rather, so a best of 9. But it is incredibly fun. I mean, I think the gameplay video itself from that round is about 13 minutes. I've cut away the kind of portions that I die and you don't really have to watch. But then here is the preset side of it. So you can see we're currently on the assault class, and basically it's just kind of all locked behind XP. Play with this class, you get more XP for that class, and then you kind of just keep going. A similar thing here. And you know, the further you go down the chain, the better the guns are, the better the armor is, the better the helmet coverage is. But also, the better your stims are, the better your HP is, in terms of like usable items that can recover you HP. There are certain classes here that are absolutely nuts, and I'd love to gain access to them. So there you can see I'm on the second part of that tree, and I just actually got access to the third part of the tree yesterday. And I've got access to flesh out rounds and some other stuff. But here you can see, you know, look, this guy's got a slick. He's got a KS, which absolutely eats people, as well as another sniper as a backup. It's just like, I can basically control all ranges. And then this is basically a Vapor class from the marksman side. We've got Mosin with an APS and full auto with 20 round mags. I don't know if you can kill someone quick enough with 20 rounds anyway, but it is what it is. And look, like, even looking at this class, you know, it's a sniper's class with goddamn 338 lapel rounds in AP. You got SVD classes with really good armor. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like and the sub button, and I'll catch you guys in some more arena gameplay.